Hey everyone, it's Nepdorka here, and I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised. I was not expecting to get our Emblem slash Mythic slash Legendary Hero of the Month today. But we have it right here. We're gonna get Emblem Edelgard, called Of Rivals. So let's go ahead and take a look. So this is, of course, I find this out, of course, right after I dumped a bunch of words into another banger.
We were three emblems in one, so it is lonely being by myself. Although the quiet is a refreshing change. We will win.
Like Edelgard. United Storm. Strat Flame. Patience. Strat Assault. Okay. Alright. Let's, we'll just go through it together. It shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna read through it and then give you my opinion of each ability as it goes down. So, Exposure, Frozen, and Defense Shackle. So, a lot of debuffs, good. Pretty standard damage amplifiers. Honestly, Axe is really boring. I'm surprised it didn't do more. Debuffs and some, you know, flat damage and so forth. Interesting start here. So United Storm. This one is interesting because this is Galeforce. But it's like Galeforce paired with, like, what is it, like Ice Wall or something? Or not Ice Wall, whatever, Flame Wall. Yeah. Pretty good. Okay, so we have Strat Flame. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack defense plus 10 to unit. Unit deals plus 5 damage. Okay. And if unit initiates combat, deals 7 damage to foe as combat begins. And applies Divine Vein Flame on 5 spaces in a line centered on foe space and 5 spaces behind those. So it's like the Christmas Edelgard, which I loved the Christmas Edelgard. Alright, cool. And then we have Patience, and then what's this last one, man? She better have some amazing mobility. Strat Assault. If any foes within 3 rows or 3 columns and are in unit. Or if unit's HP is equal to 100, but it grants True Charge to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit. And grants unit can move 1 extra space for 1 turn. True Charge is unit can move up to 3 spaces in any cardinal direction. So all of her movement, oh my gosh, I'm going to want... Well, mind you, this is like for offensive tanks, and we almost never get them. So that's kind of a bummer, but... This is basically, usually this is baked into, like, one of her abilities, but at this time, they gave it into, usually it's baked into one of her PRS, but this time, this should be an inheritable skill, which was kind of interesting. It's like, they took out the effects from her weapon because they wanted to make sure that anyone can grab these, which is interesting. There just aren't that many tanks that would want to use this. And then the emblem effects, when special trigger, boost damage by unit's max special cooldown count. Value times 4. Damn. If unit initiates combat, grants another action to unit after combat. Oh my gosh. Neutralize effects that grant unit another action after combat and after unit acts, and effects that are triggered at those times. So... does not apply to specials like Galeforce that grant unit another action. Okay, so there's, just so that we understand here, let's use Christmas Edelgard as an example, because, Christmas Edelgard, Valentine's Edelgard gets like 3 actions without like a Galeforce effect, if I remember correctly. However, Christmas Edelgard, you need that Galeforce effect. So... basically, if you put this emblem effect on them, on Christmas Edelgard with a Galeforce effect, okay? She's gonna get 3 actions, not 4, because the other action that she has is not gonna be applicable. So she has it like either on her weapon or on her PRF. She has the ability to do another action. I think it's her B skill. Same thing with the other Edelgard, legendary Edelgard. That you cannot stack on top of it. So this is just ensuring that you cannot have 4 turns in one go. 3 is the max, no matter what. So you cannot throw this on. You cannot throw this on Valentine's Edelgard to get 4 actions. It'll still only be 3. Okay. That's actually, I mean, that's pretty cool. So this is like a must-pull unit for a lot of people. I would love to get this unit, but I just learned to not stress myself over... I've learned to not stress myself over emblem banners and whatnot. It's just not worth it anymore. Okay. To round things out for this video, let's take a look at what's coming. So, for green, we have Emblem Lyn. And I believe that's Galeforcer. I believe that is the other green unit. Or is that Legendary Diamant? If that's Legendary Diamant, then yes, it is. So the green pool is Edelgard, Legendary Lyn, and Legendary Diamant, which is kind of busted. He's a really good, Omni tank. So green is goated. Not surprised there. Let's see. Let's try blue next, which is going to be Celica. It's going to be Hresvelg, and I think it's this Galeforcer. This is like a special Galeforcer. I can't remember what it was. Let's see right here. No, she's a red type. That's regular Galeforcer. My memory is just kind of crappy. Hresvelg. Who's the other blue unit? It hadn't shown up yet. That's why I was so... I'm an idiot. Okay. And then there's Hinoka. Hinoka is definitely the... Well, Hresvelg and Hinoka carry this Celica. If you have one of them, that's all you need. The rest is just kind of overkill. Colorless, Micaiah. Even less so than Celica, in my opinion. Legendary Lear, not worth it. And who's the other colorless? Loki. Yeah. Colorless is a dud. Probably the worst one of the batch. Red is Galeforcer, Legendary Shez, and Marth. Okay, no, that's even worse. So, green, blue, colorless red. But there's a massive drop-off from green. Go all in on green on this one. I'm going to try to go all in and hopefully get Emblem Edelgard. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. I love the armor Edelgard. That's pretty cool. The way they introed this, I hope they're not planning on releasing all 3 of them during this break. I don't know. I don't trust them to do anything, though. This is going to be a pretty awesome unit to have. I mean, this is... I honestly don't know how she's going to be by herself. I think she'll still be a decent unit by herself. But I think the fodder and, more importantly, the being able to make just about anyone you want a Galeforcer is worth it. It's a pretty damn good addition. So, it gives you massive flexibility. I think this is going to be one of the better Emblem heroes to have out there. But that'll be pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this helps you guys with your polls. And well, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. See you later. Neptorka out.